There's a single lamp glowing in a second-story window on Main Street, USA. A light that never goes out, a beacon of nostalgia and magic. This is Walt Disney's secret apartment, nestled above Disneyland Fire Station. Tonight, as music from Main Street drifts upward, we're invited into the cozy retreat where Walt Disney's dreams came true each night. Welcome inside Walt's private hideaway, a 500-square-foot Victorian haven lovingly decorated by his wife Lillian. It's as if we're stepped back into the early 1900s. Ornate floral wallpaper and cranberry red carpeting cocoon the room in warmth. Everything here feels frozen in Walt's era, a living memory to the man behind the magic. In the lamplight, you see two Victorian couches upholstered in deep cranberry. They're not just for show. These comfy sofas actually pull out into two twin beds, where Walt and Lillian slept after long days of imagining the impossible. Imagine Walt Disney, exhausted yet content, crashing on this very couch after a day of building Disneyland, perhaps still humming Feed the Birds as he drifts off to sleep. Beside the sofa stands Walt's favorite lamp, an elegant Victorian-style lantern. Back in the 1950s, when cast members saw this lamp lit, they knew that Walt was upstairs dreaming up his next big idea. Today, that lamp stays lit every night in Walt's honor, a quiet tribute to his enduring presence within the park. Disneyland lore even whispers that after Walt's passing in 1966, the lamp mysteriously kept turning itself on, as if Walt's spirit wasn't ready to leave. True or not, the lamp's glow now reassures us that Walt is here in spirit, watching over the kingdom of dreams that he built. In a playful nod to the firehouse below, Walt had a real fireman's pole installed right in the closet. In Disneyland's early days, he'd gleefully slide down to the first floor, arriving in the fire station with a grin. That is until one overeager guest climbed up the pole trying to meet Walt. What a surprise that must have been. Afterward, Walt sealed the pole for safety, but the mischievous spirit of those early days linger. Nearby, a small stairway now leads to a private patio Walt added a few years later for family gatherings. Stepping out, you'd find an intimate terrace where Walt could sip coffee at sunrise listening to Disneyland Wake Up. In fact, just beyond that door you might catch the faint harmonies of the Dapper Dans, a live serenade from the Main Street Barbershop Quartet, as if Walt arranged a bit of morning music. This cozy apartment has witnessed cherished family moments and Disney history in the making. One photo from 1963 shows Walt grinning as he talks on the phone and his grandkids playing under Lillian's watchful eye. It was Walt's sanctuary during Disneyland's early years, where he could literally oversee the park's progress with a cup of coffee. On Disneyland's opening day in July of 1955, Walt tried to grab a few hours of sleep here amid the excitement. "I got in bed in the little room above the firehouse," he later recalled with a chuckle, but people kept knocking, waking him up, so he locked the door. The next morning he couldn't get the door open. Walt had to yell for help through the door, stuck on the biggest day of his life. Even the man who built a magic kingdom wasn't immune to a door and a bit of opening day chaos. Once the Firehouse 5+2, a Dixieland jazz band made up of Disney animators, gave a surprise performance right below the fire station. Guests loved it, but guess who didn't? Walt. He was upstairs trying to take a nap and ended up treated to an unexpected personal concert. You can imagine him laughing about it later. Even in his own apartment, Disney's lively energy was inescapable. In quieter times, Walt would stand at this very window, gazing out onto Main Street, USA. Guests below might never notice him watching, but he was there, taking in the joy and wonder his park brought to families. Two of Walt's youngest grandkids remembered evenings in this cranberry hideaway, listening to the distant sounds of the Jungle Cruise and Main Street, feeling like they lived in a fairy tale. For them and for Walt, living within Disneyland, even if it's just overnight, truly was the greatest thing in the world. As we leave Walt Disney's apartment, the lamp in the window glows like a guiding star above Main Street. It is a gentle reminder of Walt's philosophy that Disneyland will never be complete as long as there is imagination left in the world. In this humble apartment, Walt dreamed, planned, laughed, and even snoozed, and those dreams spilled out to create Disneyland as we know it today. Guests are able to see Walt's apartment as part of one of Disneyland's tours, Walt's Main Street Story. Each time I leave Disneyland at the end of a long day, I always look up to the lamp in the firehouse window and say thank you to Walt. Now every time you walk by Disneyland's firehouse and see that little lamp, know that Walt's spirit lives on here. In this small, upstairs refuge, the past is forever present. Walt's apartment in invites us to remember that Disneyland's magic began with a person who believed in dreams. And as we step back onto Main Street, we carry that sense of wonder with us, feeling like Walt just gave us a personal tour of his favorite place, leaving us inspired to keep imagining, dreaming, and always keeping the lights on for magic. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell to be notified on future Disney history deep dives. Thank you so much for watching, and see you real soon.